You're telling them that you don't have a drug problem, but that you do admit that you were selling drugs. She could either put you in prison for 10 years or she could give you probation for 10 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You're asking this judge to put you on probation. Can you tell the judge why you are asking her to give you probation?
Yes, ma'am. My mom, she's very sick and there's no one there to help her. And she needs me there with her.
I will tell you, it is very rare for the court to see people admit to selling drugs and saying, no, I don't have a drug problem. I just sell drugs. If you love your mom, like you say you love your mom, then you need to stop doing this because you're breaking her heart.
Today, we're diving into a wild court hearing with Judge Boyd and a defendant whose rap sheet is longer than a CVS receipt. This guy has been in and out of the system for years, but this time he's facing serious trouble for selling drugs. From the start, Judge Boyd makes it clear he's not here to play games. The defendant tries to keep it casual, but the pressure mounts quickly, and in a shocking turn, he admits to everything. That confession seals his fate. Judge Boyd unloads on him, pointing out the damage his choices have caused and how many chances he's already wasted. The sentencing that follows is absolutely brutal. What do you think? Was it fair? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right. In each cause number, according to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. The state is opposed to your application of community supervision. The cause numbers are to run concurrently, and they're taking 2 cases into consideration. State, do you have any witnesses?
No, you are.
Defense, any witnesses?
I would just call my client, Your Honor.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record, please. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. We're here today for the judge to assess sentencing in your cases. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand all the cases that are being taken care of today and also the ones that are going to be dismissed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You asked the court to do what's called a TAP evaluation where you talk to the drug counselors prior for her to do the sentencing. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you remember what it is that you talked to them about just recently?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In your meeting with the drug counselors, my understanding, you're telling them that you don't have a drug problem, but that you do admit that you were selling drugs. And you understand that this judge has a wide range for what she can do. The offer is 10 years. She could either put you in prison for 10 years or she could give you probation for 10 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You're asking this judge to put you on probation. Can you tell the judge why you are asking her to give you probation?
Yes, ma'am. My mom, she's very sick and there's no one there to help her. And she needs me there with her. And I know I can do better. I know I messed up.
Well, let me ask you this. How long has your mom been very sick?
It's been about 6 months.
All right. So why would you put yourself in this situation to be going to prison knowing that your mom may or may not need you?
It was just had to make some money.
Why not get a job?
It was just didn't have enough time.
Oh, sure. There are plenty of places to work.
No, I mean, at the time, I needed quick money. And
Why did you need quick money?
Because my pockets was flat and we couldn't eat.
Oh, they have places where you can get food for free.
Just now.
And who is this we could not eat?
Well, speaking of me, my mom had food in the house, but me and myself, me.
All right.
Yes. And so at this point, you understand that the judge has total control of what she can decide to do.
Just now.
Other than your mother being sick, what other concerns do you have and why you're asking this court to grant you probation?
But I know I feel it above my head, but I know I can do better.
Do you think that you could comply with the terms and conditions of probation?
I know I can.
You'd have to report once a month. You'd have to stay out of trouble.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't hang around with people who sell or use drugs.
Yes, ma'am.
And you can't sell or use drugs yourself.
Right.
But you feel that you could comply at this time in your life.
Yes, ma'am. I know I can.
Pass witness, Your Honor.
State, any questions? All right. So what is his criminal history? Yes, please. Defense, any objections to the court reviewing the criminal history?
No objection, Your Honor.
Let me give you some background on this case, because it's wild. The guy standing in front of Judge Boyd isn't new to trouble, far from it. He's got a rap sheet that goes back years, and now he's facing another serious drug charge. Just looking at his record, you already know it's not good. But what really caught my attention was his excuse. He claimed he was selling drugs to pay for his sick mom's medical bills. Now, at first, that might sound like something that pulls at your heart. Medical bills can crush families, and desperate people sometimes make bad choices. But here's the thing. The way he said it didn't feel real. He delivered it so casually, almost like selling drugs is just something you do when times are tough. And that's where it doesn't add up. If you really wanted to help your mom, why not pick up a legal job? Why not try literally anything else? To me, it felt more like a sympathy play than the truth. And it's not just me who felt that way. Judge Boyd wasn't buying it for a second. You could see it in her eyes. She's been on the bench long enough to recognize an excuse when she hears one. This isn't her first rodeo, and she knows the difference between someone who made a mistake and someone who's just stuck in a cycle of crime. And with this guy's history, it's pretty clear which category he falls into. The law doesn't go easy on repeat offenders. You might get one chance, maybe even two. But when it becomes a pattern, judges usually come down hard. It's no longer about giving someone another opportunity. It's about accountability and protecting the community. So here's where it gets intense. Judge Boyd is about to hand down the sentence. Will she throw the book at him and give him the full 10 years in prison? Or will she shock everyone with probation and give him one last chance? Either way, this is the moment that decides his future. What do you think? Desperation or just another excuse? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's dive back in.
Your Honor, we understand he has a very long checkered history. We are asking you to think outside the box. He is asking for probation. He does have family he needs to take care of, and we are just asking to show some mercy and to grant him probation.
All right, Mr. I will tell you, it is very rare for the court to see people admit to selling drugs and saying, no, I don't have a drug problem. I just sell drugs. At the same token, people will come before me, and you've come before me, and you said there are other people that you need to take care of. People need to think about that before they do wrong. You understand?
I understand.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. And the court will sentence you to 9 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. And the cause number ending in 303. Court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. Sentence you to 9 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2024. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorneys? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
All right, because these are plea bargain agreements, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, I've actually given you something less than you bargained for. And because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You are at a point now that if you pick up any new felony charges, depending on what type of felony it is, you're looking at a minimum of 25 years. And I will tell you, people say, oh, the jail is overcrowded. Oh, the prison is overcrowded. Guess what? People will always build new prison. They'll always find space for you. And if a cell is only supposed to have 10 people in it, if they need to put 20 people in that cell, they're going to put 20 people in that cell, whether it's a violation of federal law or not. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you love your mom like you say you love your mom, then you need to stop doing this because you're breaking her heart. You understand?
Understand.
All right. Good luck to you, okay?
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor. Maybe please.
He has some dismissal, so he'll have it. And thank you for always being respectful.
Do you guys think 9 years was justified for this man's long history of crimes and his latest drug charge? Honestly, I do. This isn't a case of someone making one bad mistake. They knew exactly what they were doing when they went out there to sell drugs. And it's not like this was their first run-in with the law. He's been through the system before, and if prison didn't change him the first time, then yeah, I think it's only fair that he has to face the consequences now. 9 years might feel harsh to some people, but that's how it goes when you keep making the same choices over and over again. What really makes this situation even crazier is what comes next. Once he serves these 9 years, if he ends up catching another felony, he's looking at a mandatory minimum of 25 years. That's basically a one-way ticket to being locked into the system for the rest of his life. Now, one thing I did notice was that he was pretty respectful in court, which isn't always the case with situations like this. A lot of people get defensive, angry, or try to talk back, but he kept his composure. That does make me wonder, does he genuinely want to turn his life around, or is he just good at staying calm and playing it cool when it matters? It's hard to know for sure. And then there's his mom. Honestly, it's tough not to feel bad for her. Just imagine having to watch your kid make the same mistakes over and over again, knowing there's nothing you can really do to stop it. That has to be heartbreaking, and I'm sure she's been through this cycle with him more times than she can count. At the end of the day, though, the law is the law. If you take those kinds of risks, you've got to be ready to face the consequences. Hopefully, these 9 years give him time to reflect and finally decide to change his path. But the big question is, will he come out better, or will he end up right back in front of another judge? What do you think? Was 9 years fair, or would you have gone lighter, or even harsher? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe.